Hi everybody! I don't know where my mom went, but today I will be doing the draw with me. Now I'm going to be starting it.
Wait. Am I late? Oh, hello!
I started the video.
You started already? Yeah. Oh my gosh, hi everybody!
I said hi.
Welcome to Under the Sea Adventures. And Sophia's right, actually. She's going to teach you guys how to draw a fish first.
With simple shapes.
That's right, with simple shapes. If you've been following along, that's really important in all of our episodes, is drawing with simple shapes and then adding your own special touch to it. So Sophia's going to lead us off with starting with the fish. So what we're going to do right now, as you all are getting used to, I'm sure by now, is we are going to see what we drew last week, and then we'll start. Hi, Cassidy. Hi, Cassidy. Here we are. We're going to flip over. Are you ready? Are we? Boop.
Hello.
So here we are. Speaking of Cassidy, lovely blue jay and parrot, flamingo, and even a great horned owl. That is amazing. And this is a teamwork effort from Mom and Michael. I shouldn't call him Mike. He really doesn't like being called Mike. Michael, that's your full name. Hedgewig, and then Mom drew those over here. You've got, went right to Sophia's, that's okay. Sophia's collection of Sing Song, Rosie, and Snow that she drew. I love these heart-shaped wings that you've got for Sing Song, Sophia. I didn't even notice those. Here's mine, my practice ones. I didn't really color them this time, so that's okay. Hi, Michael. And two of Emily's creations. I love, I have a collection of dragons and phoenixes and things like that, so this one kind of makes me think of a phoenix. I love it.
I'm sorry for you, Terry, lovers out there. We literally just rushed before we did it. We realized we didn't have any trivia, so we both had two screens open getting facts. So
here we go, Spanish or Vanish. I love this, and I love the goggles here on the flamingo. I thought at first it was a pirate patch, but it's looks like goggles. I love it. All right, so we're gonna start off. Are you ready, Sophia? Okay. I'm gonna raise that up just a little bit so you can see your paper a bit. And I'm gonna follow along with Sophia this time to draw. And
I have my black here. My black, so you guys can see it.
My chair's super squeaky today. You're making an ocean monument. That would be really cool. You could add all of these creatures to the ocean monument.
Yeah, I think I might do. I'm gonna add what I'm gonna do is I have them all on separate pages, but what I'm gonna do is when you put them together, then it makes a picture like it's all one piece of paper.
Yeah.
I think in the background, you've inspired me. I'm gonna make an ocean monument.
You're gonna make an ocean monument in the background. Okay, well let's start us off here, Sophia.
So,
what's our first step?
Our first step, my black, is you know how you do that classic loop fish? We do that with the little, like so an oval, I'd say.
Like that?
And a triangle on the end.
Okay. That's our first step from Sophia. What's our next step?
Our next step is, I probably should have done this in pencil first, but
that's okay.
Okay.
You can incorporate it as part of your pattern, I guess.
Everybody
wants to be able to see, so.
Just it like that and make little make your way between your tail and your body of the fish just a bit thicker to make it look like they're actually part of one fish.
Okay, so I erased the X. Is that
yes,
something we're supposed to do?
Yes, that's what we're supposed to do. And you erase the X unless you want an X there in your pattern.
Okay.
The next step is you're going to add fish fins.
Okay, how?
What we're going to do is make a long stretched triangle. Or it can be any shape you want. You can make it rectangle, triangle, have a curve on the bottom. I even did one earlier that had a hook on the bottom.
Okay. We'll start with this one first.
Then you're gonna, if you have it going over, you're gonna erase the line on the
overlaps.
body,
Okay.
in between it, where it overlaps. The next step is fish don't have one fin. So we're gonna do the next fin.
Little teeny tiny triangle just like that, okay.
Or the tiny
the tiny shape of whatever you drew.
Yeah.
So I guess if you drew a fin that looked a bit like this on one side, you just do a little mirror of it on the other side.
Yeah.
For any friends that are doing different shaped fins. And if you don't overlap on the thing there, then you don't have to show it on the other side.
No.
Alright, what's next?
And our last step is add detail.
Add
Make
the
it
detail.
your fish.
Okay.
Even if you want, you can add a top fin on the top. This is what I'm gonna do.
So I'm gonna put an eyeball right here. He's gonna have a big eyeball, and then he's gonna have a top fin.
You can even add patterns.
So that is a very simple, easy way to draw fish. And see, Sophia did all this on her own. I didn't even give her the instructions. She did this all on her own from playing with you guys and watching these episodes. So whatever kind of project that you guys put your mind to, you can totally do it. And I will color the fish. I'm just putting the fish down here because what I'm planning on doing today is putting all of our creations together to create a really cool underwater adventure, undersea adventure. Thank you, Sophia, for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Did everybody have a good time following that easy fish pattern? You could do whatever kind of designs you want to add on that fish. Someone has a top hat on their fish. Pretty cool. I love that. I can't wait to see that one. So, to add to our adventure, maybe I'll keep my fish here so I know what I'm doing. I might move him around. I'm lucky. I get to move my pictures around. If you guys find that they're not working out the way that you want them to work out, you can always cut them out and paste them together as a collage as well. That's another way of manipulating your pictures.
Yeah, I might do that myself too.
Around if you're not sure and like to have it on a page.
I might add that in afterwards too.
So
I don't want to make it. I think the ocean monument.
I'm going to think about where all of my fish are going to go, and this guy's going to be a little bit smaller. So if I were to really be drawing this on my paper, I'd be thinking about spaces of where my guys are. But don't worry if you haven't done that. There are ways. So I'm going to zoom on in to my next guy so you can see him. So we had a request for an octopus last week. Yours is not a fish. It's a dolphin. That's cool. Do you know, you can actually, if you looked at Sophia's steps, they're very similar to how we drew some of the whales. We changed the whale shape, body shape, and whatnot. So that's very good, adapting it to make it a dolphin. That's pretty cool. So we had a request to do an octopus last week.
I'm still just quickly finishing my seagrass coloring.
So octopuses seem really difficult because they have how many legs? And, oh, it's a shark. Oh, cool. We're actually going to draw a shark in just a second after the octopus. So we start off.
Hold on.
I'm going to make this a giant octopus.
Yeah, but I'm still sitting up.
No problem. With a circle, but you don't close it off on the bottom. If you want to, you can, and you just erase it later. But it'll save you the step of having to erase it. So I've drawn a circle.
It's really big.
And how do you make an octopus laugh? How do you make an octopus laugh? I feel a joke coming on. I feel like this is not a draw a big happy smile on him. How do you make an octopus laugh? Oh wait, do you tickle it under all 8 of its arms? I don't know, I have to wait for the answer. Okay, so your next step is to draw sort of an S shape, just like that.
You tickle it.
You tickle it.
Boom.
Jaw drop. She could just do this with her pen. Then, done. She just pen dropped. So draw a little squiggly S shape from the bottom of your circle, and you can put it in any direction you want. We're not going to worry about counting the legs just yet. We'll close them up and follow along parallel to the first 2 lines you made. So right there is 2 legs. And the cool thing about drawing anything is you want to give impressions of things. You don't necessarily want to have to draw 8 of these squiggly lines, but you can if you want to. That's the beauty of art. You want to give the suggestion of them. So I try to do a few on the front and just sort of make long squiggly lines. There is 4 legs. And because the legs are going to be coming off in all directions, this is where I like to add hints of legs. So I might do one that goes like this, which is just a line behind this guy. Tentacles. Yes, they are tentacles. And another hint behind this line. And now I've got only 6 showing.
I'll have all 8.
But if you're taking a quick look at it, you could stop right here, and not too many people. Some people will count all the legs and go, hey, you're missing 1 or 2. But there's so many legs going on, you could get away with that.
I've made all 8.
I still like to try and
I made all 8.
put something else in there just to sort of say, hey, if you really want to be someone who likes to observe, I like adding extra little detail in my bigger pictures so people can find things. So once you've got that shape, you can go on, and octopuses, if you want to do one that's a little bit more realistic, their eyes would be sort of more over here and here. So you could do your eyes on either side, a little bit on either side of the head. I like to have goofy cartoon characters, so you can also do them right there, like that's their head.
Mine are at the bottom, but they're in the front.
So you can have whatever expression you'd like on your octopuses. And in a real octopus, their mouth is on under all of those tentacles. It's actually like a little beak. And you can add dots to hint at the suction cups on your tentacles. And you don't have to put them on every single one, because if you imagine their tentacles are going every which way, you can see the top of my hand here. Sorry, I'm out of the camera. Top of my hand here. My other side of my hand is a different pattern. So you might not always see, you might see that part of my hand, or you might see that part of the tentacle. You might not always see the suction cups. So you can put hints of them sticking out if you want in different parts of the octopus. And maybe he's not, or she, it's not turned all the way around to see all of the tentacles or suction cups. Talking too fast. I do a lot of octopuses, and I did a BB-8 octopus once for Mermaid. So it was the BB-8, and then he had tentacles coming out, so he was kind of fun. So that is how you draw an octopus. And we make sure
add in my tentacles.
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or you have lots of tentacles, and it makes it look like there's 8. So don't worry if you don't have all 8 tentacles. Okay, well he's there. I have this little fish. Maybe he's thinking about eating this fish. I don't know. I don't want to eat the fish. Let's zoom out. Somebody else asked if we could draw a sea turtle.
Can I start my trivia?
Yes. Absolutely. You can start your trivia.
Where's my sea turtle page? I put it.
So we're going to try and do sea turtles. There are a few ways you're going to draw. You can draw a sea turtle.
Okay.
Zoom in here.
I have sea turtle trivia.
You have sea turtle trivia.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm having some
Are we
technical
ready?
difficulties.
I have one trivia question.
I have one trivia question.
And 2 facts
Okay.
about sea turtles.
Okay.
2 octopus ones, and then my mom has some. She researched.
All right. Well, I'm going to start the sea turtle. First step of the sea turtle, and then you can do your thing, okay? Just a sec. So, sea turtles. If you want to do a sea turtle from above, that's why I did it. BB-8 tentacles. Yeah, I was kind of silly. You could do a sea turtle from above, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to do them side by side.
I want to do mine from the side.
So if you're doing them from above, you want to try and draw. It's kind of a squared off top, but triangle bottom, and it's round. You can add a little bit more curve. It's sort of like an almond shape, but not fully. That's from the top view. Whoops. And from the side view, which is how I'm going to do my turtle for my picture, is similar kind of shape, almondy shape, but there is no flat. And I'm going to do mine the almond sort of side view, okay? So, if you're doing it from above, you put a head on just like that. Doing it from the side, you pick the widest part and put your head on. Yes, after you can.
Okay.
Now is not the time to discuss. We're drawing right now. We'll talk about that later.
I know, but you got a message.
Yep. Yep. So what we do after that, you can do your trivia if you'd like.
Okay.
This is the side view, Sophia, if you're looking for what we're doing here. Once you get that, you can do flippers, and on, you're sort of like a leaf. And if you're doing one from the top, you see all 4. If you're doing from the side, you would only see them on the side. And turtles have their eyes open like so. This guy, you'd see the side of him. You could even put a little happy face on him. And then I try to mimic the shape that I started with on the turtle to make a pattern on its back. So it looks a bit like a flower, but that's mostly because I like to use very like loose lines, curvy lines. So you can create a sort of
My
pattern for your turtle.
pattern's gonna be a bit different.
And if you want to make it look like some of your favorite things, you can totally make it look like the turtle has a rainbow on the back, or a creeper face if you wanted to.
His tummy's gonna have a creeper face in the middle.
And I put little patterns on the turtle because in nature they have dots and lines for camouflage. So there you go.
My dude's camouflages. He looks like a green creeper.
He's going to be looking like a green creeper? That's kind of cool. And sea turtles don't... Sorry, getting my legs adjusted here. Sea turtles don't have armor plate quite the same way as a turtle shell. If you think of rooftops or shingles, they're a little bit different in the water because some of them, like the leatherback sea turtles, are all one piece, but they have a really cool pattern on it nonetheless. So I'm going to take out of my picture this guy, as cute as he is.
What? But Mommy, you said we would do the first step of it, and then I get to start my trivia.
Yeah, go start your trivia.
What do sea turtles like to eat?
It'd be pretty big.
A, jellyfish. B, seagrass. C, fish.
I forgot something. My sea turtle, just a tiny little tail. So what do they like to eat? Oh, that'd be cool. A pattern on the back is an Enderman. What do they like to eat? What was it?
A, jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
B, seagrass. C,
Seagrass.
fish.
And C, fish. What do they like to eat? Well, I know what they like to eat in Minecraft. In Minecraft, they like to eat seagrass. We've got an emphatic fish, fish, fish. If you want to do just like Sophia did on her fish, you could also add those in. So this is my details of this guy.
It's his back.
I made mine look like a little flowery pattern.
It's got an Enderman.
Oh, that's okay. That was very excited fish. I like the enthusiasm. Any other guesses as to what a sea turtle likes to eat? I'm going to change the thickness of his line here while we're waiting. And then we'll get to that amazing shark. There, look at his swimming through. And while I'm doing that, while we're waiting for answers, I am going to open up something here because I think I have it. Actually, I think it's on my Facebook page.
Mommy?
Yeah. Yep.
Last time we did that, you lost the page.
I know, I made sure not to lose the page this time. So the actual answer is... Do you have the answer, buddy?
I didn't put it here, but there's actually two answers. Two of these answers they like to eat. They like to eat jellyfish and seagrass.
Jellyfish and seagrass. Yeah, jellyfish and seagrass. They will eat smaller fish and things like that, but they are primarily, what are they called? The lawnmowers of the ocean. They like
Mommy, that's a fact.
Oh. I just messed up a fact. I'm sorry.
Facts. They're the ocean's lawnmowers. And they cannot go back into their shells like other turtles.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but they part of the reason why sea turtles are having so much trouble in the ocean is because they get confused by plastic bags and they eat them instead of jellyfish. And then they can't process them or digest them. So that's been part of the trouble of sea turtles. They love jellyfish. That's like candy for them. And so they get a little confused. This is my head of my sea turtle I did once in a painting. And he's a big giant one that sort of lives on the ocean floor in this picture. I thought I'd share him. So he has a bit of, you can sort of see his beak on his mouth, so you can add that to your sea turtle if you'd like. He has lots of dots and patterns.
Mine is super happy with
So,
his mouth
like
open.
Minecraft, turtles do love, I'm going to put my beak into my turtle, do love to eat seagrass,
But
their
they love
favorite is
jellyfish.
jellyfish. That's a cool question. Next we're going to do...
I have also facts too.
You have some facts too, and you have some questions too. We're going to do a shark next. So
How
get
many
ready.
hearts do octopuses have?
How many
A,
hearts?
1 heart. B, 8 hearts. C, 3 hearts.
Are they like a Time Lord, like Doctor Who? Have multiple hearts? That's cool. I don't know how many hearts an octopus has. 1 heart, 8 hearts, or 3 hearts?
I have an explanation about the answer
Okay.
of why it has that many
He's
hearts.
gonna have little. Oh, I don't want him to have bubbles coming out of his butt because
Weird.
you might think something wrong.
3, 8. We have 3 and we have 8.
I'm gonna go with 3 or 8 because I feel like 1 is not the answer. Or it's a trick question. I have to choose one though.
Yeah.
Man, okay, I'm gonna go with 3. I'm gonna go with 3. Bubbles. and we'll get ready to draw a shark. So, shark.
No, I'm thinking straight.
Oh, we have 3s and 8s. Everybody seems to be. Oh,
All right.
our birds. Sorry, I'm looking for something here.
Are we ready for the answer?
I'm ready for the answer. How did
An
I
octopus has 3 hearts. One pumps blood through its organs. The other 2 pump blood through its gills.
Wow, that's crazy. 3 hearts. That's kind of cool.
What foods do octopuses eat?
Oh.
A. Clams, shrimp, lobster, fish, sharks, and birds. B. Seaweed, kelp, sea grass, or other ocean plants. Or C. A mix of both the above.
I know. I have seen a video of an octopus try to take down a bald eagle. I've seen it. And it's scary. And it's weird, but I've seen it. So I'm going to say C. A mix.
We have B. We have
I don't know
C.
the answer to this one. We have a B. So I'm going to start with the shark here, guys. So my shark is... Everybody seems to be swimming in this direction, so maybe this guy's swimming back this way. We have a C.
One.
I guess for C.
We have your guess for C.
You have 2 guesses for C, 3 guesses for C, and a B. But that B might have been changed to C.
Yes, that was.
And maybe it was a fake video, I don't know, but I saw videos of a bald eagle struggling against this octopus, and this kayaker coming along going, what the? Always question. Just in
Everybody
case.
ready?
Check
Or
into it, research it.
Are we so
I didn't.
exciting?
We got a B, we got a B. Got a B.
Ready?
Yeah, we're gonna go do sharks next year. So look at how many creatures we have here so far.
Octopuses
And it's only 27 minutes in.
are carnivores, which means they eat meat. Meals can include clams, shrimp, lobsters, fish, sharks, and even birds.
Okay, so A.
Octopuses typically drop down on their prey and envelop it with their arms to pull the animal into their mouth.
That's so sneaky. And they're some of the best camouflages in the ocean. They can change color, and they can get into pretty much any space. Because of another question we're going to ask you later. I don't want to give it away.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to start the shark. So if you remember back when we did episode number 1, holy cow, we did whales. And one of the first shapes we learned was that big U to get the belly of the whale. We're going to do something similar for the shark. I'm going to make a really big shark here, guys.
I can't see your screen because I like to see the action.
Sophia likes to watch it happen. Because she's, as I've probably explained many times before, we're sitting literally like I'm this side and she's facing this way and I'm facing this way. So it's hard for her to see. We don't have a very big studio here. So shark is going to go this way. So it's very similar to how we did the whale shape, except the whale is, except in the case of the shark, his belly is not going to be as big. He's going to be a little bit sleeker. Yeah. So that is the first shape. It's kind of like the U we did for the whale, but it's a little bit more elongated.
Blinks.
Blinks?
What does elongated mean?
Elongated. Elongated. I use big words a lot of the time, and that's why Sophia's here, is to remind me to explain my big words. So elongated means to stretch something out or to make it longer. So when you elongate something, long is your clue in the word. So make it longer, make it wider. So next step is to do a little hook here. Oh, this is a weird hook. I will deal with it. I'm being kind to my picture. Are you ready? Take a little hook here, and then almost straight back. Almost straight back.
It looks like a manatee.
Well, maybe you can make it a manatee. Maybe you can make it a manatee instead of a shark. Maybe you want to have a friendly thing here. And then once you have that,
Janie, it was not C. That one was A.
Yeah, that last one was A. I picked C as well. We've got coloring going on. We've got coloring already. So for the shark's tail, it's
Can I do some trivia here?
You can do some trivia.
How long have sharks been on Earth? 10 million
While
years?
we're talking about sharks.
400 million years?
Oops,
Or
I did
2
this tail.
billion years?
Ignore that tail. I got distracted by a shark fin. So for a shark fin, you want to push him up a little bit higher because it comes out of the water like a fin, his tail, and his other part of his tail goes like that.
Yeah, this is really starting to
Triangles,
look like a
pizza
manatee.
slices coming together like we've done other tails before. Now I
Looks
might
like a
have made
manatee.
my dude. Oh, I actually didn't even put him on the right layer, so I can't change his size. I'm just gonna make my shark disappear. Oh, there he is. And I'll put him right back where he was so that you can see my spacing issue.
We have 2 billion, we have...
We have 2 billion, a whole lot of zeros. I know this one because I like sharks. So 10 million.
And this was you.
I think that was a 10 million guess from Leah, from Cassidy.
Cassidy.
400 million or 2 billion. I know this answer because I love sharks and I have read about this. Next step, if you're still thinking your trivia, but still want to think,
Looks so much like a manatee.
a straight, almost straight line up, and then I did him wrong. Curve it that way. Make it look like a sail, unlike I just did. My goodness. Do I do this or not do this? I don't know. Okay, so make it look like a sail. Now, part of my shark looks not very shark-like because, unfortunately, I didn't leave enough space at the top. So what I would do is maybe give him a little bit more space and make that fin just a little bit bigger and more intimidating. There we go.
Everybody ready for the answer?
And then you take this part right here and extend it inwards.
Everyone, if you're gonna give us an answer, please give it now.
Sophia would like to get into the thing. So I will erase here, leaving just a little tiny overlap of where that line connects so you can sort of see where he is at. And I put his eye just a little bit past where I've extended that line. And you can give him a happy eye. You want to make him a bit of a villain. You can make him have sort of angry eye. However you want to make your shark. My shark's just going to be buddies with everybody. He's going to have a big
shark.
kind of big eye, big open eye. Sharks, like I'm making this shark like Bruce from Finding Nemo. Fish are friends, not food. Which is really not at all what this shark is thinking. So if you want to have a shark that doesn't look sort of happy, friendly, derpy, or still want him to be happy, friendly, derpy, and want to show even more shark-like characteristics. Oh, I forgot his side fin, which would be a triangle with a very long side that doesn't close. And I would make a small line across to separate his belly like we did for the whales. Erase that part. I'm forgetting my steps. If you want to make them look like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, don't get me started. I'll say it. I will, I swear. And then everybody will have it in their head. Don't read the comments if you don't want the shark song in your head. Go ahead, read the comments. And if you want to show off that shark's toothy grin, I do zigzag right in there just to show off the shark's toothy grin. And they have a little nose part in their front of their fin. So I've got lots of traffic going on in my underwater scene. It looks kind of silly. I love them. Just gonna fix those teeth a bit. That didn't really fix them. That's okay. So we got a lot of goofing off going on. We have no. It's in your head too? It's in my head too. I'm not singing it.
We have an A from Janie. Okay.
What's our question?
Our question was, how long have sharks been on Earth?
Oh, right.
The answer is,
I almost forgot.
sharks have been around for more than 400 million years and have survived 5 mass extinction events, including the one that killed the dinosaurs.
They're tough guys.
Yeah, they literally have been around longer than dinosaurs. Today, there are more than 465 known species of sharks living in our oceans. Sadly, though, nearly 1 in 4 of these species are currently threatened with extinction due to human activities like overfishing and shark finning. So humans are killing them off.
Can you believe that? They've lived for so long and have survived really big extinction events, and they're still here. And yet we overfish them. Some humans are overfishing them and looking for their fins, and that's putting some of them on our extinction list.
Out of sharks, turtles, and octopuses,
Ooh, yeah.
Which ones have bones?
Out of sharks, turtles, and octopuses, which ones have bones? Huh. Which ones have bones? I might not put that little morsel in. I'll put one down, but I'll put it in a different spot. I'm going to change mine up just to be a little bit smaller because it doesn't look very shark-like with a really big dwarf thing down there. There. And he's just going to go.
Okay.
Which ones have bones? We have a answer are as sharks. Yes, fish are our friends. This little dude is just swimming on by.
My
shark has
a purple
I think
tail.
that's all we have to instruct you guys on and how to draw them. So now it's time to turn them into some fun scene.
Got a purple tail.
Your purple tail. So out of fish, or not fish, sharks, octopus, and sea turtles, which one have bones? Not A. C and B. I don't even know if I gave the right order on that, so hopefully I haven't confused people. Sorry, I'm gonna
The
get comfortable.
sharks is A, turtles
Sharks
is B, and octopuses is C.
Okay. Octopuses is C. Okay, well, I've made the decision. This is where all these guys are going to hang out. I am making it all one layer like you guys have. Don't forget your little sea turtle.
I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to get to do my monument in the back so far, like today. So I might do it before we scan it in.
He doesn't really fit. So take him up.
Mommy, what if you moved the bubbles?
None. That's a very good guess, actually. I will tell you that at least one of those animals have bones. And not because they ate something else and have bones in their body from that. That was a weird thought, sorry. I'm weird sometimes. Okay, I'm going to make this into a cool scene. Cool scene. Get my crayons out, which is just basically my... I'm going to make this blue with a few highlights. This is going to be my... Oh, it might be a little weird off weird. But that's okay. I'm going to use a little technique to make it look not super weird. I'm just going to do some waves of color with some sunlight blasting through. Yes. And I'll color in our friends. I'm going to use, because I have a computer, I'm going to use a Technicolor.
We have not A, not B, not C.
Yeah.
That's still not...
None of the none.
It's still none, technically.
That's fine. That's a good guess.
But, yeah.
So what exactly are this answer?
This one's answer is... Only sea turtles have a skeletal structure. So, B. Only B.
Only
Just
B.
sea turtles.
Just sea turtles.
Sharks' teeth are made out of dentine, and their jaws are made out of a honeycomb-like structure of tesserae that creates overlapping plates like armor to form the jaw. No idea what half those birds are, but sure.
We found them on National Geographic. Basically, a tesserae is a structure of
And then there's
kind of like a
dentine.
mosaic that in a honeycomb.
And there's dentine.
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 Dentine. Dentine. Dentine. Dentine. Dentine. Dentine. It's what our teeth are made of. We need calcium to build it up, but it's our teeth are not technically bones. Our jaw is. So, yeah. So turtles is the right answer. I'm coloring here. That's all I'm doing. I bet you everybody's so fast that they're already done coloring.
I'm not. I just literally started.
I'm going to put some background. I'm going to put some seaweed. I have to have purple in my picture, so purple octopus. Yeah, octopus don't have bones, and that helps them to just basically fit into any space. And they can change color on the fly. It can be one look 1 second and then completely adapt to a new look the next. So pretty fascinating. And octopuses, as they've learned, have very high intelligence and emotional response.
Monet.
When they're kept in aquariums, they can identify people who look after them.
I have a Monet so far. This is Monet, my shark.
Monet, your shark?
Monet.
Oh,
Monet.
I love it. Monet.
My octopus.
How many of you name your creations? How many give names to their creations? When they're done their drawing, they've given them a name. I'm just curious. If you do, that's pretty awesome. I don't always name my creations. And I love that every week Sophia has come up with a name for her critters or her creations. And I see that some of you have brought your wonderful pictures and shared them with us, and they have names on them. I think that's really cool. But I don't always name them. I'm just wondering how you get all your cool ideas.
Will you name them?
Will I name them? Will I name my creations?
Will you name these guys?
I'll name these guys, sure. I'll name these guys. Maybe you guys can help me name these guys. That's cool. So you have something, Emily has something that, she already has something that's based off the name, or has a name, and she does a drawing sort of based off of that, which can kind of help inspire some names. I think that's cool. Sometimes
You bet Tentacle, my octopus, is an ice cream cone.
Tentacle is an ice cream cone?
Tentacle is an ice cream cone octopus.
An ice cream cone octopus. That is cool.
Tentacle.
Mine's a pink and purple octopus, and I think that I need to make some bright. This would not be the default color. Okay, but her. So while we're finishing up and doing our stuff, somebody had sent me a message to ask if maybe we could do dinosaurs. So I'm going to let you guys think about that and tell me if you do want to do dinosaurs, what 3 dinosaurs or what 2 dinosaurs, let's try for 2, because dinosaurs can be a little more complex, would you guys like to do?
I want to do a triceratops because I love them.
Triceratops. Sophia says triceratops. My shark is going to be... I'll make him look more like a real shark. A bit of a gray-brown color to him. Dinosaurs!
I know 2 dinos I want to know how to draw.
Triceratops is my favorite dinosaur.
He's mine too.
I also like the movie Jurassic Park an awful lot. I love Jurassic Park. So I love dinos. And one of my favorite artists is the artist that drew all the concept sketches for the dinosaurs they put into that movie. And his name is Crash. And he does really cool stuff. A Brachiosaurus, with their big long necks and their big long tails. Those guys are cool.
I know what 2 dinosaur things I want to draw.
What 2 dinosaur things do you want to draw, Sophia?
The first one is a dinosaur. The second one is a dinosaur related thing.
A dinosaur related thing.
Related to dinos.
Okay.
I want to draw a triceratops and a megalodon.
A megalodon.
Yes.
Like as in the big giant fish guy? That's like the shark ancestor?
Yes.
The ancestor of the shark?
Yes.
I like the duckbill guys. I can't remember what they're called. They're
Platysaurus? I don't know. I'm forgetting something. Just going flying.
Ooh, an Endoraptor. What about a Father's Day thing? Now, is Father's Day next weekend or is it the...
It's the 21st.
Okay. Next week is... Oh, we're already on the 10th. I thought we were on the 3rd. Okay, well, how about we do dinosaurs on the 21st, which is the week after Father's Day. And next week, we'll do something like we did.
Actually, Mommy, the 21st is Father's Day.
24th. I can't read my calendar. Where's my glasses? 24th, we'll do dinosaurs. So we have 2 weeks in advance ready. And next week, we'll do something for dads. What would dads like? What kind of picture do you guys want to create for your dads or for the father figures in your life? Maybe you have other people in your life that are important to you that aren't your dad. You want to give something to thank them for being in your life, just like we had for Mother's Day. What would you like to do? What would you guys like to do for Dad's Day? I will put that on the list for surely, for sure, Cassie. I'll see. I will look into it and see if we can do something that is easy for everyone to do on that for our dinosaur week. Well, of course, that's something that you think your dad would really like, or somebody in your life who you want to thank. Like if you live with just your mom, you can always give your mom another card on Dad's Day. Just like on Mother's Day, you could, if you just lived with your dad, you could always give your dad a card on Mom's Day too. I know, it sounds kind of strange, but that's, you know. Drawing tools. You know what's funny? The person in our house who likes tools the most is the mama. Not the dada, but some dadas do love tools. For sure, construction stuff. I always am hesitant to try and pick something like maybe you want to do a picture of you and your dad doing something that you love to do together. Kind of like what we did with the moms. We learned how to draw faces, and then hopefully what you guys did was draw a picture of you or your mom and you and your mom and gave that to them for Mother's Day. I got a really cool picture from Sophia, which is the two of us playing Minecraft together. I'm doing some pretty traditional colors for all the rest of the critters. I don't know why.
Mommy, you should make the fish a yellow and orange fish.
A yellow and orange fish, okay. Dune. As in the book and the movie? Because I love Dune. I geek out on Dune. I like Dune.
My grandma and grandpa came over and give me a little activity box.
Yeah.
And one of the books in there was The House with the Clock in Its Walls.
The House with the Clock in Its Walls. I also geek out on John Bellers because I love his books. Although, word of warning, if anybody likes to know about potential warnings of what books are about, it has some heavy religious stuff in it. I know that can be an issue for some people, but they are really good books with mysticism and occultism and adventure and trying to bring it back all to science. It's kind of cool. I liked them anyway.
Look at her head.
Oh my gosh! She's got a cherry on the top and a little candy cane.
She's found a little piece of coral, wrapped it into a ball, colored it red.
It's a coral cherry.
Yeah, she's made a coral cherry out of red coral.
So sweet. I love it. Okay, so I'm making an orange and yellow fish. Maybe I'll make it a stripy yellow fish. It could be like a bright blue fish like Dory. I don't know. Anything you want.
It looks kind of like a clownfish, like Nemo.
It kind of does look like clownfish. Unintentional.
It looks a bit like
That's
Nemo.
almost too close color. Yeah, we'll go with it. Okay, so we will definitely do Dinosaur Week, and then next week, how about we do a free-for-all a bit. So if you have something specific that you want to do for your dad.
How about you think of what your dad likes?
Yeah.
Ask us and tell us what it is, and we'll see if we can do a quick drawing of it.
Yeah, I'll do requests, draw requests next week on things that your dad or the father figures in your life like. I know that we might have some dads out there that are into race cars, and we've got dads out there who are into medieval stuff, which is really cool. And we've got dads out there like Sophia's dad who loves video games. So whatever might be something that you want to do, or for a gift that you want to give to somebody. It can be anybody. It doesn't have to be just your dad. Be anybody in your life that you want to honor for that day. Grandparents, guardians, dads, a really awesome teacher who's made your school year and distance learning that much better. Your mom. Anybody that you want to honor with something for Father's Day. But I mean, if you've got your dad, then dad obviously. Lego! Lego is cool.
I just had an idea.
Sophia's got an idea. Oh my gosh. Okay, well these guys need some vegetation and land to be on here. You gotta put some sand and stuff in here. I think I'm almost done. I hope you guys are almost done and having a good time too.
I wanted to make a scene, but that's gonna take forever.
That's okay. We can always go and do scenes offline. We're not, you guys aren't stuck having to finish it all in the time that we have today. Especially where we're at today, it's pretty, well, we're having a bit of sun right now. But it has been on and off. We weren't sure what it was going to do. Let's put a little bit. color to that. And we weren't sure what it was going to do. So we've been coming up with indoor activities. So this is something we could totally finish. I'm going to make this kelp, a little bit of kelp. I like drawing.
Maybe the sea turtle is going to eat it.
Maybe the sea turtle is going to eat the kelp. That's a good plan. Maybe the sea turtle needs a little... and draw little seaweed pieces. So this guy looks like he's sporting a wig of seaweed. I think I mentioned this last week of tangent lines. When you draw a line on something and it looks like it belongs to something else, that's a tangent line. I've got that going here with this guy. You know what else we might need on this this seabed floor while we're waiting for Sophia to draw her stuff? I think we need a treasure chest. Let's make a treasure chest. I don't want it to be too dark. Just a little, maybe just a hint of one peeking out in the back here. It's sort of half buried in the sand. I know, sometimes you guys want to see what we've created too, so I'll keep going. We'll say our goodbyes in a second. This is a pretty good looking treasure chest for being buried there for so long. Did an Enderman. Cool. Hello from Gatineau. An Enderman turtle. That's cool. I can't wait to
My
see
turtle
that
has
one.
an Enderman on the top of his tongue.
I can't wait to see the Enderman turtle. This is where I look for the color that I was using for sand. Tuck that in there like it's sort of half buried. I was also using this color for sand, for shadow. Go back to a couple.
And put my little tail on my boots. There.
So these are just some of the little things. You can make hidden pictures, anything in this, and tell a story. I don't know where this guy, why this guy is underground, or underwater. Did he drop out of the ship?
Mermaid.
I was thinking about doing a mermaid, but there's so many other creatures in here. Let's add more to our background. So, is everybody good?
You are going to be Wave the fish.
All right.
I have tentacle. And then Mindy Bunny. Sea turtle. Boop, boop, boo.
There we go. Hopefully everybody has had a chance to finish
And
up
my sea turtle's going to be the
their
name.
art like Sophia has. And don't forget, if you want to send them in to my messenger, Samayan Art, or you can put them in the comment below.
Dimension the turtle.
Or we will have the album up and you can comment on that with the picture too. So thanks so much for joining us.
Wait, I want to show people my pictures.
Sophie's going to show her pictures while I say happy World Ocean. Well, our World Ocean Day was on Monday.
This is Wave.
Or yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Tentacle.
The 8th. Wave, tentacle,
Dimension.
dimension. Look at all those.
And Monet.
And Monet. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next week when we create some pretty cool pictures for our dads. Any dads watching, pretend that you didn't hear. And we look forward to seeing Enderman.
That includes you, Daddy.
That includes you, Daddy. So we hope to see your Enderman turtles and other creations. We'll see you guys next week at 1. And thanks for joining us. We're both here.